Hello, I'm Grant,
And I'm Joey.
and we can certainly answer your questions.
Quite corny, but I guess that's our motto for now. Thanks, Tyler Dickerson, for
That's our new pun.
yeah.
I'm going to use that every episode. I'm
making that
sorry.
for our
I'm
videos.
apologizing right now.
And yes, Grant's wearing the same shirt as he was in our last video. But
I have more than one shirt, I swear.
It's been weeks since we made that video, so it's kind of ironic.
We're lazy.
Yep. All right. So also,
Disclosure.
yeah, we're high school students. Anything that we mention in this video that refers to anything medical, you can't take it as a actual medical professional's advice by any
A
means.
lot of this comes from a computer.
We research everything we know or have learned online. So
And some of this is our own knowledge as well, which may or may not be accurate.
yeah, and if you've seen our last video, both of us are interested in going into the medical field, and we've observed in hospitals and things like that. So we've kind of grown an interest into looking into oncology and stuff like that. So this has led to our research, which is why we're making these videos and explaining to you kind of how cancer works in this video.
And we're going to jump right into it now. Last episode, we promised you a basics of cancer. Here it is. First one, at least. No specifics today. Well, some. Not a ton. We're going to stay out of the technical stuff, because that gets confusing fast, and will make for a very long video. Okay, first things first. Mitosis. If you've had biology, you're going to recognize that word. Most likely you've had biology if you're watching these videos. If not, mitosis is cellular reproduction. One mother cell, two daughter cells. PMAT, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. Those are the 4 stages of regular mitosis. Basically, one cell becomes 2 identical cells. The 2 identical cells are hopefully identical. This is all in theory. Sometimes it goes wrong.
So basically, those cells, if you have a cell that's producing normal division or is a normal cell in your body, when it does the mitosis process of splitting and forming a new cell, it is always going to be that same cell or an identical cell to it. The problem is, a lot of times, the DNA can get messed up in that cell.
Mutated!
And
Not like an X-Men mutation, though.
And so, for instance, according to a fact I found online, 40 million cancer cells form in your body every day.
Roughly.
But your body takes care of it through things like cell lysing, where it kind of just destroys its own self after it figures out that there's a problem with the mutation of the DNA or anything like that, or your own body just takes care of it with its immune system. But the problem is, sometimes it doesn't happen, and that can lead to cancer. Cancer, there's
a lot of different ways that cancer can begin. Radiation, big one. DNA controls everything in your body. If it gets screwed up, cancer can occur.
Yeah.
Radiation kind of screws with your DNA.
So there's things that are definitely things that can lead to that DNA disruption that causes the cancer, and there's things that we know are very strongly linked to it, like tobacco use,
Cigarettes.
But you can never actually really say this is what caused that person's cancer.
It's really hard to say.
Because I mean,
honestly.
for instance, radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer. So if a person was really exposed to radon and smoked, it would be hard to figure out whether the radon or the smoking caused cancer. They could be both dominantly into it, but you can never really tell from the cancer cell what caused it. So difference between a normal cell and a cancer cell. A cancer cell is mutated first off with its DNA. It's most of the time reproducing very quickly. Not always, it can be slow growing, but a lot of times it has a thing, the word is hyperplasia, and what that does is it reproduces at a very fast rate. So, and then also hyperplasia does not mean it's cancer. There's non-invasive and invasive types of cells. What cancer is it basically is that bad cell, and it can get into other tissues and cells in your body, and it starts messing with them and almost invading into that and creating more cancer, and it just spreads. So benign tumors and things like that are actually just normal cells that reproduce at a very high rate but aren't invading the rest of your body.
A lot of these cancer cells, the biggest thing about cancer cells is that first they reproduce really quickly. That in itself is not a huge deal. Like Joey said, they can be benign. The problem comes is when they don't know when to die. Normally cells die off after a while. Your skin cells, all of this on the outside here, that's dead. It's already dead. It's just waiting to come off. It's
10
being
million
shoved
cells.
up.
Boom. Gone.
It's disgusting when you think about it. That's dust, by the way. If you didn't know that, you are breathing in other people's dead skin cells. How's that for a fun fact? Anyway, the problem is cancer cells don't know when to die. They keep reproducing. Normal cells If they figure out something's wrong, boom, cell lysis, cell suicide, whatever you want to call it, they're gone. They're done. DNA scattered. Cancer cells, that doesn't happen. They just keep reproducing and reproducing and reproducing again and again and again. And that's what makes a tumor. Tumor is a lump of tissue.
And kind of one more thing to add in here is why it can be very deadly. Like, you got blood circulating out through your whole body. It's part of your whole body, but it's not killing you. Why is cancer, if it spreads, going to kill you? The bad thing about cancer is it's very inefficient. It takes up lots, or inefficient, sorry.
Rather.
It takes up lots and lots of energy to be able to feed those cancer cells. And basically what it does is it can starve and kill off the rest of your good cells because your body is just feeding these tumors. So that's why it becomes a very, very serious issue when it starts spreading to other areas or gets bigger or, yeah, it's
All right. We just hit 6 minutes. I like that timer up in the corner. That really helps me out. We're going to keep these short. I hope that was enough to keep you entertained. We're trying to make it at least a little manageable, so we're going to cut it short right now.
Yep, and I think our next video we're going to go over a brief history of cancer and how people kind of discovered it and what they did to kind of advance into what we know about it today.
So we're either going to go history, like Joe said, or we might finish more like basics. We're not sure yet. We have to decide. A lot of different ways to go here. Hopefully you enjoyed. I can't believe I'm doing this. Rate, comment, and subscribe. I've always wanted to say that. We're new YouTubers, if you couldn't tell. I don't have a cool catchphrase for the end. We need another one.
Also, for anyone that didn't see our last video, we're in our school right now. So if you see anyone, like our principal or somebody...
He wasn't in this video. He was in the last
Oh, okay.
We edited out our principal.
Yeah,
Don't
so
tell
if you
him.
see anyone in our video that is not, like, just in the background, it's because we're in, like, a room that we're just kind of...
Background noise, too.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to get out of here. Oh, 7 minutes now. Darn it all. Okay, goodbye.